Captains ODM. Interesting, we'll be getting into that later on in the course of this show. But still speaking about Jubilee, do you agree with Francis Okanga that Jubilee, reviving it, is just something that will be hard for the party itself, even ahead of its National Delegate Conference? And do you perhaps think that this conference will be the reason as to them coming back up stronger? You know, right now they are at around 5% according to the TIFA report. What do you think?
Thank you very much for giving me this chance. My name is Sandra from the Cooperative University and a member of Young Captain ODM. Sorry. One thing that I'd like to say is that Jubilee has lost its momentum, and it will be very, very difficult for it to come up again. Not unless the Jubilee members to form a coalition with strong political parties like ODM, and they form a strong party, and by that I think at least they'll be somewhere. But if not that, I don't think it has lost its momentum. I really doubt.
All right, so you're talking about the possibility of Jubilee coming together with ODM to form a formidable party that will lead them forward towards 2027. We do remember that 2022 they were together as Azimio, but then they went their separate ways because of course, issues of feeling betrayed and lack of trust. So if they would ride on the same terrain again in 2027, is that something that can be in question for 2027 really?
Yeah, thank you. I'll say it will depend, because you see, we ODM members, we have principles, and if a given political party doesn't align with our principles, definitely we'll part ways, and we might allow them to, we collide, and then if they adhere to the principles that we have as a party, I think we can work as a team and see where it goes. Yeah.
Christine, do you see a possibility of Jubilee or ODM taking back Jubilee, of course, after they left that whole Azimio La Umoja coalition, and then going back to form a formidable coalition to lead them towards 2027? And we're talking about Jubilee still trailing behind, just behind DCP, which is a new party, gaining momentum and taking up space in the Mount Kenya region. Do you see a possibility of ODM taking back Jubilee, and what will that mean?
Thank you. I believe Matiang'i is a very central figure, so I think it was a good move here. But I still feel like they are lagging quite behind. In terms of them getting back to the spotlight, I think they are quite behind, because I feel like the candidate, as per chosen right now, it means that he has to position himself and also garner support, not just from political parties, not just from not just nationally, but also ethnically, because I feel like, as you mentioned with DCP, I feel like he would have to convince a lot of other different ethnic societies as to why they should be voting for him. So I feel like, as much as it's a good step, I still feel like it's going to take a lot to get Jubilee back to a place of maybe second, but first, it's really going to take a lot. Yeah.
Now you're talking about we're still voting within the ethnic blocks. That means tribalism still plays a big role in how elections are done and how leaders are chosen. The Gen Zs are at the forefront of calling out tribalism and voting from tribal lines. And if you're talking about still voting within the ethnic lines, then are we really getting away from this anytime soon?
I feel like as a country, as much as we really are trying really hard to get away from ethnic voting, I feel like it still plays a very big role in our nation. I feel like it would be naive to assume that it doesn't take part into how we vote as a nation. But I believe as youths, the most important thing is coming together as one, as a unit, because I believe that we have the biggest population in the country. 70% of our population is below 30, I believe, and that is the bigger population. So I believe if we are not divided by ethnics, we really could decide how our politics go and how our politics move forward as per now. So I believe as Gen Zs in the nation, because I feel like currently politically we are really engaging. If we can really vote, show up, register and show up and vote without being affected by the ethnic basis, I feel like we would really be able to bring the change and cross that gap. Because I feel like the question of ethnicity is quite impactful in our nation. It's something that we're really trying hard to fight. So if we have a population that is able to cross that gap, maybe we are able to see that we are able to vote differently without relying on that so much. Yeah.
All right. Nancy Wangari, you are a part of the DCP and you're the